Hey everyone, and welcome to Adventures in Dudeness, where every day isn't epic. A podcast for everyday dudes who enjoy normal dude stuff. Remember, new episodes drop every Monday at 5 p.m. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy today's episode. Welcome, dudes, to episode 5. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a great day back at work. A short week this week for a lot of us. We have one of, my absolute favorite holiday coming up, which is Thanksgiving. I'm sure you all know. Everybody probably braved the grocery stores this weekend and fought through the crowds. So we're going to be sticking with our November theme here of Thanksgiving, and I think I have a pretty good episode planned out for today. I think that everybody will enjoy. Going to be very Thanksgiving themed, and hopefully got some nice tips for you on a few things coming up for this awesome holiday. So today's topic is going to be different methods of cooking turkey. You can cook a turkey just about any way that you can cook anything else, right? You have your oven. You can do a deep fryer, smoker. Our most conventional method is obviously the oven, right? We get up early, and most of the times it's the wives that are cooking the turkey in the oven. So they get up at 4 a.m. to prep the turkey, get it covered in mayonnaise and seasoned and stuffed, and stick it in the oven and watch it all day long. But personally, in my family, what we do is the men take care of cooking the meat for holidays. Really, actually all year. Especially on Thanksgiving, we take over that responsibility of getting the turkey cooked. So today I just want to share maybe a few ways that ways of preparing a turkey that maybe you would like to try and maybe you've never heard of. So getting right in here, we're going to do obviously smoking. Now the world of smoking meats or smoking just about anything has blown up beyond all belief. I am not a huge fan of smoking stuff just because barbecue tends to give me heartburn, and I'm just not. I guess maybe I just don't appreciate the fine art of smoking things. But I know that a lot of people do. So what you're going to want to do is obviously prep your turkey the way that you would prep a chicken that you would smoke. You could spatchcock it, prepare it in any way that you would like. And then you're going to get it ready and you're going to put it on the smoker. And from what I have found, you're going to want to set your smoker to about 225 degrees. Place the turkey on a cooking rack and cook it 8 to 12 hours or until the inner thigh temperature reaches about 180 degrees. Obviously, we all know, or we should all know, it comes with warning labels, etc., that turkey is a poultry, and we want to make sure that our poultry is definitely well cooked. So obviously, keep an eye on it throughout the day. You want your smoker to stay around 225. Make sure you could keep that temperature up and keep it fueled. Personally, for me, I guess if I were to smoke a turkey, I would use maybe possibly some type of fruit wood, maybe cherry or apple, something of that nature. Now, obviously, you can't do stuffing, because you're well, I guess maybe you could, but if you spatchcock it, obviously you can't do stuffing, so you'll have to separate do that separately. But I did. Please, I didn't look at it, look for it right now, but I believe I saw a good recipe somewhere from one of those barbecue guys on doing a sage sausage stuffing on the smoker, actually. So take a look at that. That could be a great option as well if you wanted to give the folks who are cooking the meal a hand with also doing the stuffing in addition to the turkey. The second method of cooking, which is one of my favorites, it's a little dangerous, which probably makes it more of my favorite, is going to be deep frying. Now, we all see the videos. Obviously use common sense. You're dealing with, gallons of hot oil over an open flame. Please use your brains. Let's not have any accidents. Basically, how you're going to want to go ahead and do this, and this is how I've done it and can speak to. Basically, you're going to take your turkey, put it in your pot first, fill that pot up with water, and then you're going to make a mark. And try and get a guesstimate of how much water you put in there with the turkey, so that way it doesn't overflow. So you'll kind of make a mark of where your water line is after you take your turkey out. When you go to drop your turkey in, please shut the burner off. Slowly drop your turkey in with gloves. Remember, again, hot oil. Please be very careful. We don't need the fire department at anybody's house on Thanksgiving. So make sure that burner's off. Get that turkey in, get it covered up, and then go ahead and kick that burner back on. Now, when it comes to deep frying your turkey, again, you can go ahead and marinate or, do a rub or seasoning or anything like that you would like to. Just remember that you're going to be, you're not going to, I guess you could batter it or flour it if you really wanted to. I've never seen it done that way, but I suppose anything's possible. But most of the time you're just dropping it in bare skin. And so you're going to kick that burner back on. Remember, we want our oil somewhere between 340, 350 degrees. So, 325 it says. 325 to 350. Obviously, once you put the temperature or the turkey in, it's going to drop that temperature. So you're going to want to do an initial heat of 375. Make sure, obviously, it's not boiling over or anything like that before you kick that burner back on, and keep a very close eye on it. So basically, you're going to be doing your turkey is going to be about 3 to 4 minutes per pound when deep frying. And then obviously take it out, let it rest, and then go ahead and carve it up. So the next method is something that I have never seen before until this year, but cooking turkey in a paper bag. It looks to be a very convenient way to do it because, there's no need to baste or really watch it, but you're going to want to do this in the oven. Your oven is going to be set to 325 degrees. It's going to be about 12 to 15 minutes per pound. Go ahead and prep your turkey however you want. I've never done this, so I don't know if you would stuff it. Maybe you could probably look that up, but from what I saw, you didn't stuff it. You just seasoned it real well. Season the inside of the bag. Now, the key to this is to rub the bag down completely in oil first. Obviously, it's, so And it'll keep that turkey good and moist and juicy from what I saw. So I think that's the way I'm going to try it this year. It would be a new cooking method for me. But it looked like it came out really well. And then the final method I want to talk about here is a method that my family has used for years. And it's pretty hillbilly, I'll be honest. It's very dude-esque, we'll say. But a trash can turkey. So basically, what you're going to want to do is you're going to get a galvanized trash can, and you're going to want to go ahead and burn that out ahead of time. When you heat galvanized material, puts off toxic fumes. You don't want those fumes seeping into your food, so you're going to want to go ahead and get that burned off ahead of time, maybe a few times. Make sure all that galvanized is burned off of there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to lay some tinfoil on the ground. You're going to need a spit for your turkey. You're going to put the spit in the ground and then put the turkey on the spit. You're going to throw the trash can over top. Then you're going to take charcoal and you're going to put charcoal on top of the trash can and around the bottom of the trash can. Go ahead and light that, get it going. And I can't give you an exact time because you're cooking outside and it's with charcoal and you got to deal with the weather. But definitely you're going to want to keep an eye on your turkey and make sure that temperature is obviously 180 degrees. Internal temperature on that turkey. We don't want anybody getting sick. I think maybe you could get a 15-pound turkey done in about maybe 2 hours or so, if that. I think it's somewhat quick. But yeah, you can prep your turkey. Now again, can't stuff this turkey just because of the cooking method that we're using. But go ahead and season it and inject it, marinate, brine, do whatever you like. And a trash can turkey, you can go ahead and I'm sure there's better instructions than I can give on somewhere online. And take a look at that if you have some interest. But it's always strange to pull up and see all the men with a beer in their hand circled around an upside down trash can that's on fire. That really screams Thanksgiving to me. So, that's about all I have on the topic. Go ahead. If you have a unconventional way of cooking a turkey, go ahead and reach out to me either through the Instagram or email, and I would love to know how you all prepare your turkey for Thanksgiving. And if I can get some answers on that, I can maybe add that to a show in December for the next time that everybody might have turkey. But I'm definitely open to suggestions and excited to hear how maybe some of you guys do your turkey for the holidays. So moving on from there, we have a monthly recipe that we're going to do. So this month's recipe is going to be a garlic, lemon, pepper injectable marinade for a deep fried turkey. Now, I have used this marinade before. It was very good. I am a big lemon pepper fan anyway. But it's got a little sweetness. It was really good. So I'll run down through here, give you this recipe real quick. You're going to do 3 tablespoons of butter, a 1/3 cup of maple syrup, tablespoon of Worcestershire, 2/3 cup chicken stock, 3 tablespoons lemon juice, 1 tablespoon garlic powder, 2 tablespoons onion powder, 2 teaspoons onion powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon Tabasco to taste, and obviously that's optional if you don't like a little spice with your stuff. It's good for a turkey about 8 to 15 pounds. Get yourself an injector, go through and, get all that stuff mixed up and go ahead and start injecting your turkey. Obviously, what we had mentioned in a past, I believe last week's episode, or I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago's episode, you're going to want to let that turkey sit for about 24 hours after injecting it, and really kind of let that marinade sit there and work its way in. I'm going to go ahead and post the recipe for the lemon pepper injectable marinade over it'll be in the show notes. So I know I kind of said that rather quick. So if you really would like to try that recipe out, you can go ahead on over or take a look in the show notes, and we'll link that there so you can get the recipe for yourself. So now it's going to be time to move into, dude, how do you do that? That'll be the name of our new skill segment here. I'm gonna try and do a different dude skill every week, and this week's dude skill is how to carve a turkey. I know that for some people, you may be new to carving a turkey, or just kind of wing it, something like that. I admittedly am not the best to carving a turkey myself either. So I thought maybe it would be appropriate with the holiday coming up that I just kind of go through, and we can walk through this together and give it a shot this week, all together. A little group activity here. So what we're going to need is your cooked turkey to 180 degrees. You're going to need a sharp knife. Personally, I use an electric knife, but a good sharp knife, which we've also mentioned, how to hone your knife and sharpen it. You're going to need a big cutting board, and a serving platter, tongs, and some paper towels. So what we're going to do is we are going to let the turkey rest for 30 minutes at least. That's going to let the juices get back into the meat. It also cools it off a little bit, so it's a little easier to handle. While you're waiting for that to rest, go ahead and set up your carving station. I always carve my turkey in the kitchen, next to the trash, or near the trash can, so that way I can get rid of anything and kind of set everything up nicely on a platter. You're going to, basically, how you're going to do it, I'm sure that if any of you have taken, are hunters or have taken a butcher course or culinary arts or home ec, possibly, we're going to basically be breaking down this turkey like you would break a chicken down. So the first step we're going to do here is we're going to separate the leg and the thigh from one side. And then you're going to separate the drumstick from the thigh bone. So that drumstick, you're going to want to find that tendon there, and just with a good sharp knife, with a little bit of weight to it, go ahead and just press down. Now, I suggest using a towel when you press down, so that way if the knife were to slip, you are not bleeding all over your dinner. So go ahead and separate that drumstick from the thigh bone, and then you can set those aside. Then you're going to remove the breast and wing from the same side. So we're going to break that down. So you're going to go ahead, same thing with the wing. You're going to find that tendon, that soft spot, and you're going to just go ahead and press down real firm and separate that wing from your breast. And then go ahead and repeat those same steps on the other side. So now what we'll have is you'll have 2 breasts, you'll have 2 drumsticks, 2 thighs, and 2 wing sections. you're gonna kind of lay those out. Now, me personally, the one thing that you're gonna want to grab is the oysters. Those are those nice round pieces. They almost look like cheek meat, but they're round pieces of dark meat. They're up under there. I know those are a big hit with people. And once you have your two breasts out, you're going to want to leave that skin on. Go ahead, slice your breasts up, and then leave the rest of everything whole. The one thing I do suggest is your flats from your drumsticks on your wings. Just go and also the tips off the flats. And keep those separate. And that's really it. I mean, it's not overly complicated to really carve a turkey, I guess. But go ahead and carve that turkey up, and it should look very presentable. Everybody will be highly impressed with your turkey carving skills. So that is your dude. How do you do that of the week? And for that, or with that said, that's the end of this week's episode. With the holidays coming up here, I'm going to be taking a break. We have a lot of stuff going on, not just the holidays, but some moving and transitioning of things. So I need to kind of attend to that. I'm sorry to have to interrupt this so early so far, but we'll kind of take a break for the holidays. Everybody will be busy, etc. I may pick up sooner, but I intend to pick back up starting the right after New Year's. So we'll have about a month and a half break here, and I will continue to work on some better content and material. But like I said, there's some things I need to attend to now, and we will see you all after the first of the year. So please enjoy your families for the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and have a great New Year's. Everyone, please stay safe. Enjoy your time together, and stay mellow, dudes. That's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed yourself and would like to be notified when the next episode is available, please consider following or subscribing to the show. For more content from myself or other dudes, give the show a follow at adventures_in_dudeness on Instagram. If you would like to get in touch with me, have any questions or comments, or would like to nominate someone for a This Beer Is For You award, please email adventuresindudeness@gmail.com. Take it easy, dudes.